Are you eating less, walking every day, maybe cutting down on sugar, yet somehow that belly fat just won't go away, especially after 50? You're not alone. So many people find themselves frustrated, convinced it's their slowing metabolism or just bad genetics. But what if the real problem isn't what you see in the mirror? What if the real danger is the fat you can't see, the silent kind building deep inside your body? You see, the fat we can pinch under the skin is only part of the story. The true culprit is visceral fat, the kind that wraps itself around your vital organs like your liver, pancreas, and even your heart. This hidden fat isn't harmless. It's active, dangerous, and deeply linked to some of the most serious health issues of aging, heart attacks, diabetes, dementia, and even premature aging itself. Let's take a closer look at what's really happening inside your body as you age. Around the age of 50, everything begins to shift hormonally. Insulin, the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar, becomes less efficient. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises because of poor sleep and constant pressure. Meanwhile, your liver, the organ that processes sugar and fat, starts to get overloaded. And when that happens, your body stops storing fat under your skin. Instead, it pushes it deep into your organs, where it quietly does the most harm. Now here's the catch. No amount of crunches, cardio, or low-fat diets will fix this problem. At least, not unless you address the real cause. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the proven natural way to melt visceral fat by tackling the root problems. Liver overload, insulin resistance, sluggish mitochondria, and hormonal imbalance. You'll understand why traditional dieting fails after 50, what the real fat switch in your body is, and how to turn that switch off to activate your natural fat-burning system. Stick around until the end, because by then, you'll know exactly what to do starting today. Let's begin with a common misconception. Most people think belly fat comes from eating too much or not exercising enough. But if that were true, wouldn't all those people over 50 who diet religiously and walk daily be slim and healthy by now? Yet, they're not. Because visceral fat isn't about calories, it's about your hormones and your liver. Think of your liver as your body's metabolic kitchen. Everything you eat, sugar, protein, fat, alcohol, even medications arrives there first. When you're young, this kitchen runs smoothly. It's clean, efficient, and flexible. But years of stress, processed food, alcohol, and the habit of snacking every few hours can overwhelm it. Imagine a sink full of dirty dishes, no room left to wash another plate. That's your liver after years of overload. It simply can't process everything, so fat begins to pile up, not just in the liver itself, known as fatty liver, but also around your organs, your pancreas, intestines, and heart. This is visceral fat. And here's the scary part. It doesn't just sit there quietly. It behaves like a toxic organ, releasing chemicals that cause inflammation, raise your blood pressure, and disrupt your hormones. Over time, it increases insulin resistance, making it even harder for your body to burn fat. Now, let's talk about something that surprises a lot of people. Calories are not your real enemy. The true key player here is insulin. Insulin is the hormone that tells your body to store fat, especially around your organs. Every time you eat, even if it's something healthy, your insulin levels rise. Frequent meals, sugary snacks, refined carbs, alcohol, and even too much fruit can keep your insulin high all day long. And when insulin stays elevated, your body simply cannot burn fat. It's locked away. So instead of asking, how many calories am I eating? A better question is, how often is my insulin elevated? Because according to research published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation, high fasting insulin is directly linked to more visceral fat and fatty liver, even in people who aren't overweight. So, what's the solution? The key is to lower your insulin not just by eating less, but by eating smarter. You need to stop grazing all day. Give your body, and especially your liver, time to process stored fat. That's where fasting comes in. You also need to remove foods that clog and overwhelm the liver: sugar, seed oils, alcohol, and processed carbs. If this explanation is helping you understand your body better, consider subscribing. I share simple, science-based tools to help you work with your body, not against it. Because when you know how your metabolism truly functions, everything starts to make sense. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into the real fat switch in your body, insulin, and learn exactly how to turn it off so your body can start burning fat naturally again. Let's talk about the real switch that decides whether your body burns fat or stores it, insulin. You could be exercising daily, counting every calorie, even eating clean, but if your insulin levels remain high, your body stays locked in fat storage mode. It's like pressing the gas pedal in a car that's still in park. You're working hard, but going nowhere. So, what exactly is happening inside your body? Think of insulin as the gatekeeper of your fat cells. When you eat, especially foods rich in sugar or refined carbohydrates, insulin levels rise. Its main job is to move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells to be used for energy. But when there's more glucose than your muscles can handle, insulin sends the excess to your liver, where it's converted into fat and stored, often right around your organs. That's how visceral fat starts building up silently. Now, here's the real problem. When insulin stays elevated all day from constant snacking, sugary breakfast, late night meals, or even stress, your body never gets the signal to burn fat. It's like leaving a close sign hanging on the door of your fat burning system. You might feel like you're doing everything right, but biologically, your body is being told to store, not burn. A major study published in the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology confirms this. Researchers found that high insulin levels directly trigger visceral fat buildup and fatty liver disease, even when people aren't eating excessive calories. In other words, you can be eating healthy and still be storing fat if your insulin switch is stuck in the on position. So the goal isn't simply to eat less, it's to lower insulin more often. Here's a simple formula to visualize it. High insulin equals fat storage. Low insulin equals fat burning. The good news? You can naturally lower insulin with just a few daily habits. First, stop grazing. Instead of 5 or 6 mini meals and snacks, eat 2 or 3 proper meals a day. Every time you snack, you spike insulin, even if it's a healthy granola bar or fruit smoothie. Give your body longer breaks between meals so insulin has time to fall. Second, delay your first meal of the day. A later breakfast or skipping it occasionally allows your insulin to stay low longer, which activates your natural fat burning rhythm. Third, start your day without sugar. Many breakfast foods, cereal, flavored coffee, fruit juice, even yogurt can send your insulin soaring first thing in the morning. Replace those with protein, healthy fats, and fiber: eggs, avocado, nuts, or leafy greens. These foods keep insulin steady and energy levels stable. Next, avoid refined carbohydrates and sugars as much as possible. White bread, pastries, soda, fruit juice, and even so-called healthy energy bars can trigger massive insulin spikes. Stick to whole, unprocessed foods instead. And one more thing, don't eat late at night. Your insulin sensitivity naturally drops in the evening, so any food you eat before bed is more likely to be stored as fat. Try finishing dinner at least 3 hours before you sleep. Here's something powerful to remember. Insulin works like a light switch. When it's on, fat burning is off. But when it's off, your body can finally access its stored fat for energy. Most people spend nearly their entire day in fat storage mode simply because their insulin never gets a break. Once you start lowering those spikes, Even small lifestyle changes can lead to huge shifts in how your body feels and looks. If this makes sense and you're learning something new, go ahead and subscribe. I post science-backed tips every day to help you take back control of your metabolism. Because the goal isn't to fight your body, it's to understand it and work with it. In the next section, we'll go deeper into the most important organ in this entire process, the liver. It's the command center that determines how efficiently your body burns fat or stores it. And more importantly, I'll show you how to heal your liver naturally so it starts working for you instead of against you. There's one organ that quietly controls whether your body burns fat or stores it, your liver. Think of it as your body's central metabolic factory. When it's clean, healthy, and working efficiently, you burn fat for fuel. But when it's overloaded, inflamed, or filled with fat, your metabolism slows down, insulin rises, and stubborn belly fat begins to collect. The truth is, most people never realize that their liver is at the center of their weight struggles. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body, performing over 500 critical functions every single day. It detoxifies your blood, regulates blood sugar, produces bile to digest fats, stores vitamins, and even manufactures cholesterol and hormones. But one of its most important jobs is converting stored fat into ketones, the clean-burning fuel your brain and muscles love. So, what happens when the liver gets overloaded? When you fill your body with sugar, refined carbs, alcohol, and seed oils, or when you constantly snack throughout the day, the liver becomes congested. It starts storing fat instead of burning it. Over time, this leads to a condition known as fatty liver disease. And here's the alarming part. More than 30% of adults today already have it, often without even knowing. And it's not just people who are overweight. Even thin individuals can develop a fatty liver. When the liver is struggling, the effects ripple throughout your entire body. Insulin levels climb higher and higher because the liver can't process glucose efficiently. Blood sugar spikes. Metabolism slows to a crawl. You start feeling tired, foggy-headed, bloated, and frustrated. Hormones become unbalanced. Digestion worsens because bile production drops, leading to constipation or discomfort after meals. And slowly, visceral fat begins to form like a shield around your organs. So how do you turn your liver back into a clean, fat-burning machine? You don't need expensive detox teas or extreme cleanses, just 3 powerful science-backed steps. Step 1. Give your liver a fasting window. When you stop eating for 14 to 16 hours, insulin levels drop and your liver finally gets time to catch up to clear out toxins and burn stored fat. This isn't starvation. It's giving your body a break from constant digestion so it can switch to repair mode. Step 2. Remove liver toxins. Cut out or reduce what clogs your liver: sugary drinks, alcohol, processed foods, and deep-fried oils. These ingredients overload your liver and make it harder for your metabolism to function. Even excessive medication use, when not needed, can burden the liver. Step 3. Feed your liver healing foods. Nature has already given you powerful tools for liver repair. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cabbage contain compounds that help detoxify your liver. Start your morning with lemon water to stimulate digestion. Add turmeric, garlic, and beets to your meals, all of which support detoxification and bile flow. Include omega-3 rich foods like salmon or flax seeds. And yes, even a cup of black coffee in moderation can help support healthy liver enzyme function. Here's a simple visual analogy to help you understand. Imagine your liver as a highway. When it's clean, everything moves smoothly. Nutrients, hormones, and fat flow effortlessly. But when it's clogged, traffic builds up. Nothing moves efficiently. Fat piles up, toxins linger, and energy levels drop. Clear that highway, and suddenly your metabolism comes alive again. Taking care of your liver doesn't just help you lose fat, it transforms your energy, focus, and overall health. When your liver starts working efficiently, insulin sensitivity improves, inflammation drops, and fat around your organs begins to melt away naturally. So remember this, your liver doesn't just process food, it decides what your body does with that food. If you want to regain control of your metabolism after 50, start by healing this one organ. Treat it right, and it will repay you with better energy, sharper focus, and a body that finally starts working with you again. In the next section, we'll talk about an incredible hormone that does most of its fat-burning magic while you sleep, human growth hormone, or HGH. You'll learn how this natural hormone can help melt visceral fat, build muscle, and even slow down aging, and I'll show you how to boost it naturally without pills or injections. Most people believe fat loss happens in the gym or while jogging on a treadmill, but the truth is, some of your body's most powerful fat-burning moments happen while you're asleep. Yes, during deep sleep, your body releases one of its most important repair and rejuvenation hormones, human growth hormone, or HGH. Think of HGH as your body's overnight repair crew. It rebuilds, restores, and regenerates. It burns visceral fat, especially around the belly and liver. It helps build lean muscle, strengthens bones, repairs skin and organs, boosts metabolism, and keeps your mind sharp and youthful. Essentially, HGH is the reason some people age gracefully and maintain energy, while others feel tired, sluggish, and stuck, even if they're doing everything right. But here's the catch. After the age of 30, your body naturally starts producing less HGH. And by the time you hit 50, your growth hormone levels can drop by as much as 80%. That's a huge loss. This decline is one major reason belly fat becomes stubborn and metabolism slows down with age. But the good news is that you can restore your natural HGH levels without injections, supplements, or extreme routines. So how do you do it? There are 3 simple, proven ways to naturally boost your growth hormone and reignite your body's fat-burning potential. First, intermittent fasting. This is one of the most powerful triggers for HGH release. When insulin levels drop during fasting, growth hormone levels rise dramatically. In fact, studies show that fasting for 14 to 18 hours can significantly increase HGH production. And a full 24-hour fast can boost it by up to 0% in men, and 300% in women. When your body senses that food isn't constantly available, it switches into repair and preservation mode, protecting muscle and burning stored fat instead. Second, deep, restful sleep. Around 70% of your daily growth hormone is released during your deepest stage of sleep, known as stage 3 or slow wave sleep. This is why staying up late, scrolling your phone in bed, or eating right before sleep can block HGH production. The body never fully transitions into deep rest. To naturally increase your growth hormone, build a sleep routine that allows your body to reach that deep recovery phase. Sleep in a dark room, avoid screens an hour before bed, and finish your last meal at least 3 hours before sleeping. Third, high-intensity exercise. Not long, exhausting workouts, short, powerful bursts of activity. Sprinting, heavy resistance training, or high-intensity interval workouts stimulate your muscles and create a surge of HGH. Even just 15 minutes of focused training can trigger a significant hormonal response. Your body interprets this kind of effort as a call to strengthen and repair, and growth hormone steps in to do exactly that. Now here's a question you might ask yourself. If you eat healthy, exercise, and still feel tired or bloated, could the problem be deeper than just food or movement? The answer might lie in your gut. Because while growth hormone helps your body burn fat and rebuild overnight, the health of your gut determines whether your body even listens to those signals. Your gut isn't just a digestion system. It's actually your body's metabolic control center. Inside your intestines live trillions of bacteria, collectively known as the gut microbiome, that influence nearly everything: your hormones, your cravings, your mood, your immune system, and yes, your ability to burn fat. When your gut bacteria are balanced and healthy, they produce powerful compounds that tell your body to burn fat, lower inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity. But when the gut becomes unbalanced from sugar, processed foods, or chronic stress, harmful bacteria begin to take over. This creates inflammation, which triggers your body to store fat, particularly around your organs. So, while growth hormone repairs and burns fat during sleep, your gut determines whether those signals can actually take effect. Think of it like this: HGH is the builder, but your gut is the construction site. If the site is clean and organized, progress happens fast. If it's messy and inflamed, nothing gets done. In the next part, we'll explore this powerful connection in more detail: how your gut health directly affects fat storage, energy, and overall well-being. You'll learn the hidden link between your microbiome and your metabolism, and I'll show you practical ways to fix your gut so your body finally starts working in your favor. Let me ask you something simple. If you're eating healthy, cutting sugar, and even working out, but still feel bloated, tired, or stuck at the same weight, could the real problem be your gut? Most people don't realize it, but your gut isn't just a digestive system. It's a powerful command center that influences nearly every part of your metabolism. Inside your intestines live trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as your gut microbiome. These tiny organisms play a massive role in how your body functions. They help regulate hormones, manage your immune system, control inflammation, and most importantly, decide whether your body burns fat or stores it. In other words, the balance of your gut bacteria can be the difference between effortless weight loss and stubborn belly fat that just won't go away. When your gut is healthy and balanced, good bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids and other compounds that tell your cells to burn fat for energy, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation. But when your gut becomes damaged, often from too much sugar, processed foods, antibiotics, or stress, harmful bacteria take over. This creates a cycle of inflammation that tells your body to hold on to fat, especially around your organs. One of the biggest issues that comes from poor gut health is something called leaky gut. When the lining of your intestines becomes weak, toxins and undigested food particles leak into your bloodstream. This triggers your immune system to go on high alert, raising stress hormones like cortisol and insulin. And as we've already learned, high insulin and cortisol levels tell your body to store fat, particularly visceral fat. Over time, poor gut health leads to slow metabolism, constant cravings, low energy, and brain fog. Bad bacteria actually send chemical signals to your brain, demanding more sugar and carbs, trapping you in a cycle of fatigue and overeating. This is why even with clean eating, some people can't seem to make progress. Their gut is working against them. Scientific studies published in journals like Nature and Cell Metabolism confirm this. People who struggle with obesity and high visceral fat often have far fewer beneficial bacteria such as Akkermansia, Mucinifera, and bifidobacteria, the microbes that protect the gut lining and promote fat burning. Without them, your body's natural metabolic rhythm breaks down. So, how do you fix your gut and restore that balance? The process isn't complicated. It's about removing what harms it and feeding what heals it. Step 1. Remove inflammatory foods. Sugar, refined oils, white flour, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners all damage the gut lining and feed the harmful bacteria. Start by cutting back on these. Even small reductions can make a difference in how your digestion and energy feel within days. Step 2. Add high-fiber prebiotic foods. Think of fiber as food for your good bacteria. When you eat fiber-rich foods, your good microbes thrive and produce compounds that lower inflammation and boost metabolism. Great options include flax seeds, chia seeds, garlic, onions, leeks, oats, berries, and leafy green vegetables. Step 3. Include fermented foods daily. These foods help repopulate your gut with beneficial bacteria. Kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, plain yogurt, and unsweetened kombucha are all excellent choices. Even a few tablespoons a day can help restore microbial balance and improve digestion. Step 4. Give your gut time to rest. Just like your liver and hormones, your gut needs breaks between meals. Constant eating doesn't allow your digestive system to perform one of its most essential cleaning functions, a natural process called the migrating motor complex. This is like your gut sweeping system that clears out toxins and leftover food. Intermittent fasting activates this process, helping you maintain a cleaner, healthier gut environment. When your gut heals, everything else in your body begins to align. Inflammation decreases, insulin sensitivity improves, cravings fade, and your energy levels rise. Most importantly, your body starts burning fat instead of storing it. So if you've been doing everything right but haven't seen results, don't blame your willpower, focus on your gut. Fix the foundation and the rest of your body follows. Now that you understand the deep connection between your gut and your metabolism, it's time to tie everything together. In the next and final part, we'll bring all of this knowledge full circle. You'll learn how your liver, insulin, hormones, sleep, and gut work together, and I'll share a practical daily routine you can start right now to safely melt visceral fat and restore your body's natural energy. By now, you've seen how every part of your body, your hormones, liver, sleep, and gut work together like a finely tuned machine. When one part gets out of balance, everything else follows. That's why fighting belly fat isn't just about calories or willpower. It's about restoring harmony inside your body. Visceral fat isn't a surface problem, it's a signal. It's your body's way of saying something deeper needs attention. Think of what we've covered so far. The liver acts as your metabolic command center, deciding whether fat is burned or stored. Insulin functions as the master switch when it's high. Fat burning shuts down. Growth hormone rebuilds and repairs your body while you sleep, burning organ fat and preserving muscle. And your gut microbiome controls inflammation, hormone balance, and energy. These systems aren't separate. They're deeply connected, constantly communicating with each other every minute of the day. So the solution isn't found in extreme diets, endless workouts, or expensive supplements. It's found in small, consistent habits that repair your body's natural rhythm. Here's what that looks like in a simple daily routine you can start today. Start your morning light and clean. After waking up, drink a glass of warm lemon water to support your liver and digestion. Skip the sugary breakfast foods, no cereals, fruit juices, or flavored coffees. Instead, break your fast later in the morning with a protein-rich, balanced meal like eggs, avocado, and leafy greens. This keeps insulin low, boosts energy, and prevents mid-morning crashes. Space your meals. Eat 2 to 3 satisfying meals instead of grazing all day. Each time you snack, your insulin rises and fat burning stops. By giving your body long breaks between meals, at least 4 hours, you allow insulin to drop and your body to access stored fat for fuel. Choose real, whole foods. Fill your plate with lean proteins, healthy fats, and high-fiber vegetables. Avoid refined carbs, sugary drinks, processed snacks, and deep-fried oils. These foods overload your liver and gut. Instead, go for olive oil, nuts, seeds, fresh vegetables, and clean protein sources like fish or eggs. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Water supports detoxification and helps flush out the byproducts of fat breakdown. Add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water to replenish electrolytes naturally. Move with purpose. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. A brisk 20-30 minute walk after meals improves insulin sensitivity and digestion. Add short bursts of high-intensity movement 2 to 3 times a week, like sprinting, resistance training, or bodyweight exercises. This combination wakes up your metabolism and stimulates growth hormone release. Honor your evenings. Try to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed. Late night eating keeps insulin high and blocks your body's natural repair process. Create a relaxing nighttime ritual. Dim the lights, turn off screens, and allow your body to wind down. Aim for 7-8 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep. This is when growth hormone does its best work, helping you burn visceral fat and repair your cells. Support your gut daily. Add fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, or kefir to your meals. Include fiber-rich prebiotic foods like oats, flax seeds, onions, and leafy greens. Avoid constant snacking to let your gut's natural cleaning system, the migrating motor complex, activate between meals. A clean gut means lower inflammation and better fat metabolism. And finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress keeps cortisol high, which blocks fat burning and damages gut health. Even 5 minutes of slow breathing, meditation, or prayer can help lower cortisol and reset your body's balance. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Your body doesn't transform overnight, but every small decision adds up. Each good meal, each restful night, each deep breath moves you closer to healing from the inside out. Visceral fat isn't permanent. It's your body's response to years of imbalance, but it can be reversed. Once you support your liver, balance insulin, improve sleep, and heal your gut, your metabolism reignites. Fat starts melting away naturally because your body no longer feels under threat. So as you take these steps, know this: it's never too late to start. Whether you are 40, 50, or 70, your body still has the power to change. Give it what it needs: time, nourishment, rest, and balance, and it will reward you with more energy, mental clarity, and vitality than you thought possible. If this journey resonates with you, make sure to subscribe. I post daily videos to help you understand your body better and make lasting changes that actually work. You don't need to fight your metabolism, you just need to listen to it. Take one small step today, and you'll be amazed how quickly your body starts to respond. Because when you work with your body, not against it, transformation becomes inevitable.